Well, good morning everyone. Happy Saturday. It's the start of a new week of vlogs. Yes, I am starting the vlog wearing this shirt 2 weeks in a row, but it's like my favorite shirt right now. And we're getting ready to go have lunch with my parents. So I'm gonna take out the puppers because Foster's been sitting here whining at me. Case in point. I finished the final current ACOTAR book last night. So I want to talk about that a little bit. But first, I need to take these puppers out so Foster will leave me alone. I think he just wants to sunbathe a little bit and he knows we're getting ready to go. So, taking him outside. Ooh, it is muggy. No toys outside, Colby. No toys outside. Thank you. Out you go. Mmm. Steamy, steamy Florida July goodness. All right, well, I'm pretty sure he just came out here to sunbathe. Confirmed. He just plopped right there. I had a feeling that's all he wanted, but we are getting ready to leave, so I'll let him have a little sunbathing time before we go, and Colby's hunting around rocks for lizards. Occupy him a little bit. So we are going to have lunch with my parents, and we're going back to Lucille's diner, which was in Winter Haven, that we really liked. So we're gonna take them there. I finished Silver Flame last night, which it took me a long time to get through it. I started that book at the end of April, and now it's like the end of July, so it took me a while. It was a big book. It was a tough transition. If you've read the other ACOTAR books, you understand. The first 3 books you're kind of with one set of characters, and then in this book you go off with some others. I'm trying to keep it spoiler free just in case someone wants to read these books. And so it takes a little time to get used to being with other characters. I feel like the lighting, I think that's a little better. So yeah, it took a little adjusting, but I finally got into it, enjoyed it, and now I'm gonna go back into Dark Tower because I've appeased Sammy. Sammy was desperately waiting for me to finish the ACOTAR series to talk about it, and now I need to continue on my agreement with Travis to read these books. So I'm gonna go back into Dark Tower, and then eventually I'm gonna read more Sarah J. Maas books. I definitely want to read Crescent City and Throne of Glass and go down that rabbit hole too, but I need to read more Dark Tower first. So, and we'll see. If I really get into this Dark Tower book, I might just go ahead and finish that series before I go back into Sarah J. Maas, because all of those books are like, I think Crescent City's only 3 or 4 books right now, but the other one, Throne of Glass, has a lot of books. So that's where my reading is. Plus, you know, Destiny came out with the expansion, so I've been playing a lot of Destiny. So I just haven't been reading as much because first half of the year, that's all I was doing in the evening, was basically reading. And now I have Destiny to play as well. So I'm saying all this as if it's not also almost spooky season. I've got like 6 more weeks before spooky season takes over my life, and I won't be reading anything. I take that back. I might have some time sitting in the hotel room or at the pool or something at the hotel to read. So maybe so, but it's definitely going to be hectic times here very soon. Letting the dogs have a little outdoor time, and then off to lunch we go. Well, if you watched last week's For Science, you know what had to happen this week. So these are the 2 that I grew up on, the extra cheesy and the pepperoni. But then someone commented that the deep dish pizza is good. So I've never had this before. So we're gonna try this out. And they did have the Lunchables that didn't come with the Capri Sun and a little dessert, but I told Mike he needed the full experience, and the only one they had without it was the cheese. And I mean, Pacific Cooler is by far the best Capri Sun, so I wasn't gonna put that back. So I'm gonna have this Capri Sun and the Airhead. Mike can have the fruit punch and the crunch, but then this one comes with a little bottle of water, a Kool-Aid single, Cheez-Its, and gummy worms, gummy crawlers. How cute. So for science tomorrow, Mike's first time having Lunchable pizza. Well, everyone, it is Saturday night. We're back home. Got yet another summer storm rolling in. Foster's not happy. He is thunder coated, but he's whining. Let's see. I think it's which direction? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get my phone. My phone always picks up this stuff better as far as visually, or maybe not. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. It's working. There you go. Florida storms rolling in. Nice and dark out. I love it. So I think we're gonna watch some Lost while it's all stormy, because it's perfect weather for watching Lost, and we're almost done. With season 1. So I don't know if I talked about that on here yet, but Lost is back on Netflix now. They took it off for a while, but it's back on Netflix, and I love Lost. I watched it the whole way through, really enjoyed it. Maybe I did talk about this, because I feel like maybe I talked about it on Instagram. Anyway, I'm gonna repeat myself, so if you already know this, forgive me. But it was one of my favorite shows, and I have never watched it the whole way through again post season 6, post the end. So now that it's on Netflix, I thought it'd be really fun. It's a good summer TV series to watch, and Mike never finished it. He got through like season 3 or 4 and never saw the ending. I know the ending's very controversial, but I am seeing things rewatching it that are hints for what happens in season 6 all the way up in season 1. I feel like I'm getting an even greater appreciation for the series watching it a second time and seeing the little hints that were sprinkled throughout season 1, now that you know the significance of everything. And I'm trying to say all this without spoiling. So if you're someone who hasn't watched Lost and you saw the whole like people hating the finale, hating the ending thing, I would give it a shot for yourself. We're gonna see how I feel once I watch it straight through, how I feel about the ending, because I feel like it's a show that's meant to be binged, because it has like every episode ends on a cliffhanger. So I just think it's more satisfying watching it on a binge format. But we started it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and we're already almost done with season 1. And this is back in the day where there were 25 season episodes. Wait, no, 25 episode seasons. So we're gonna get cozy. We're gonna watch some Lost while we have this thunderstorm going, get a little snack and chill for our Saturday. This is a much more relaxing weekend. Last weekend I did a ton of stuff. So this weekend we just planned for the lunch with my mom and my dad, and then relaxing for the rest of the day. And tomorrow I have 0 plans aside from recording the podcast and editing the podcast and, you know, all the stuff I normally do on the weekends as far as editing and all that good stuff. So yay. So good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Just recorded the podcast, so that is done. I'm gonna run off to Publix to get some of my lunch groceries for the week, and that's letting the software we use export the video so I can edit it. So it's doing its thing. I'm gonna run to Publix, get some lunch groceries, and then come back. I have to edit the podcast. Then we're gonna do, well, we'll probably do Lunchables for science before I edit the podcast. We'll see what order happens, but it is time for science, Lunchables pizza. You guys were on my side. You wanted to see Mike try this, and I'm pretty excited. I have not had one of these in, I don't know, probably over 20 years. So, I'm not excited. What? I'm not excited. Mike's not excited. He lies. He lies. So I think I'm most excited for the Capri Sun out of anything else. Just give me that Pacific Cooler, Capri Sun, the memories. But I also appreciate, I didn't talk about this yesterday, that the box advertises 13 or 14 grams of protein for the Lunchables. They're really trying to sell up the fact that these are a healthy option for your kids' lunches. So, let me go to Publix, get my actual healthy lunches for the week. Foster is begging because he wants his lunch and it's not time yet. So, groceries and I shall return. So I just got in my car to go to Publix and this is what I see when I get in. I gotta immediately turn on the AC, otherwise I will die. But this is what I saw when I got in my car. And this was not just Mike trolling me, but this was Michael trolling me as well. They worked together on this. I'm offended. So rude. Get it off. Get it off. Get out of here. Well, everyone, it's time. It's time for Mike to have his first Lunchable pizza experience. I think we have to do the grand reveal. Look at this one. It's got like a little punch. It becomes like a full lunchbox here.
I like that you said that the reveal would be grand.
The grand reveal.
Nothing grand about revealing a Lunchable. Come on.
Speak for yourself. Ta-da! So here's the deep dish one. You get a little crust.
Okay.
Oh, they gave you two Kool-Aid singles.
Okay.
A little water.
Okay.
Pizza sauce. Your toppings. Your Cheez-Its and your gummy worms. And then the classics here. We can each open one.
Okay.
All right, here's the classic. Yep. Wow. Wow.
I'm so scared.
Bean wants it. He's like, I'll eat it if you don't, Dad.
That looks like a matzah or something. Like.
I mean, I did say they were like cardboard, didn't I?
Yes.
This is what I've been excited for.
Regular
Capri Sun. I am so excited for this. I don't even know the last time I had a Capri Sun.
I'm less excited because I feel like this is going to break my nostalgia for Capri Sun.
Oh.
They're going to be like, oh, it actually wasn't as good as I remember.
Well, it's not like a boba stab, you know? It's just a...
Yeah, it's not as bad. Maybe I was less dexterous as a kid.
Oh, we're cheersing. Yeah, you gotta put your flavor out there. Yeah.
The fruit punches as I remember. Trade.
Yep.
Okay.
Oof. Yeah, the Pacific Cooler is way better. Cooler.
Yeah, the fruit punches.
Got your cheese pizza. Got your pepperoni pizza.
Why did you people do this to me? All of you.
Yep. Thank you.
That's not, I'm not expressing any gratitude.
So the toughest part, about
it smells like disappointment. Okay.
Is rationing the cheese. Anyone that knows, you got, you know, you got 3 pizzas and only so much cheese, so you gotta ration.
Pizzas.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there are 3.
You gotta ration it properly. So let me teach you the ways.
Do I need to put the toasted side down or up?
Toasted side, I would put it up, personally, but to each their own.
All right, teach me how this works.
All right. So again, you gotta ration your sauce too, because you got 3 pieces, right? So you can't go too much. So you gotta do like 1/3 of the sauce.
Do you really expect the kids to do this and not make it absolute mess?
You paint your pizza.
Tear across.
Yeah, I should have actually torn it all the way across.
Come on.
It's making a mess now.
Whatever. Okay.
Oh no, it's getting worse.
I have no idea if that's 1/3 of the sauce or not, but sure.
And then if I hadn't just destroyed this, I would use this to spread the sauce around. Also,
I'm gonna be an adult and I'm gonna get a utensil.
Okay, fine. It's not what we would have done in the lunchroom, but you know what? That tasted exactly like the Chex. The little bit of sauce I just had.
Oh man, oh man. I'm just, like, just the smell of it makes me upset. Okay.
All right, and then you do
a little bit,
cheese.
A little ration of cheese.
Also, this is about, he's a lefty, so I'm like keeping elbowed here. This is
sorry.
A struggle. All right, so then you got your cheese. And in this case, I do double cheese because I have the cheese one. You have. Well, no.
Oh, yeah,
I have 2 different types of cheese.
Yes. Okay. I have peps.
Yeah, you have the peps.
How many peps do I have? Oh, there's an inordinate amount of peps for how many.
Oh, the Peps are bigger now.
Yeah, they're not mini Peps.
No, they were mini Peps when I was a kid.
I can put three per,
on each.
yeah.
Yeah, when I was growing up, they were like little Peps. Show the camera. They're big Peps.
Large Peps.
So, cheers.
Cheers. I hate you all.
Instant nostalgia.
I mean, I get it. It has nothing to do with pizza.
Memories. This is definitely not enough food to justify a lunch, though. Like,
yeah.
This is what I was living on for a lunch. Memories. Everyone's anxiously awaiting your rating.
Oh, I have to rate it, huh? Mm-hmm. To 2. I don't have any nostalgia for it, so it doesn't get extra points.
That's a shame. It's a real shame. It's the White Castle.
Kind of is.
White Castle effect.
Kind of is, yeah.
The opposite. Because he loves White Castle. Not for me whatsoever.
I mean, it's not bad. I'm going to eat it, but...
Well, wait, we can trade. You can have a...
Oh, I can have a cheese piece.
You gotta have a cheese piece, too. Now, we'll see which one he likes better. Pepperoni got a 2.
Now I can go a little heavier on sauce now that I understand my, my limitations.
Oh my god, I made such a mess with mine.
Oh.
It would be fine if it actually ripped open, but it didn't, so that piece is just causing a mess. I thought yours was already done for a second. I was like, dang, you're fast.
What, assembling my pizza?
Yes.
Oh, this is artisan stuff. Right?
Exactly.
Take your time.
Alright, for those of you out there watching, all the people that said you definitely needed a Lunchable, which was your favorite flavor? Did you like pepperoni or did you like the cheese?
I was kind of shocked at the amount of different Lunchable flavors that were available.
I'm shocked by these giant pepperonis. Remember, everyone? There were like 3 like small little ones. Okay. Cheers. These pepperonis are definitely better than what we had when I was a kid. I don't know what they're making them with now, but this says pork and chicken. I don't know. They taste a lot better than the ones we had when I was growing up.
I might bump the pepperoni to a 3 just because it's pepperoni.
Now that you've had the cheese, you're like,
It'd be a lot better if not for these. If these were better.
I told you they were cardboard.
They were a little bit better. It does, like, it's straight up like just a piece of cardboard, yeah.
But this is where you draw
That's like the same nostalgia I have for like crappy mozzarella sticks, where like you get the marinara with it that's like, you know, from like an Applebee's or something like that. Where like, objectively, the marinara is horrible, but it's like nostalgia for its own fried food kind of thing.
I left way too much sauce for this last one.
Yeah, ooh, me too.
It's like almost throw it on the ground. Foster would have been so pleased. Except for it would have landed on his body, and I don't know if he would have liked that.
I mean, otherwise it's just cheese and pepperoni. It's not any...
Yeah. I will say that growing up, I was definitely team cheese. I was not crazy about the pepperonis when I was a kid, but now the pepperonis are definitely better. So, I definitely think the pepperoni gets the higher grade from me today. Oh, this last one's gonna have a lot more cheese on it than my first one. I do wonder how much of this was just like my ADHD of like, it's a really fun lunch.
It is fun.
You have to like piece it together. There's work for it. It's lunch and an activity.
Okay. For all the cheese bits.
It is hefty, this last one. Cheers. All right, well, the first course is complete.
First course?
And now we're moving on to the deep dish. Don't worry, I will construct it for us.
Is this like your version of omakase or something?
Yes. It's a little spongier. This has potential to be a lot better. Potential, no promise.
Because it kind of feels like a crust, almost.
Yes. Yeah, I gotta go out to the crust though. You can't have it on the crust when it's...
It's true.
Gotta have your edges, right?
Right.
Look how pretty it's gonna look though.
That's not
pretty.
the word I'd use.
They got a 2-cheese blend.
Oh,
so
rather than you having to blend the cheeses yourself?
So it's the best of all worlds together, in theory.
I don't know what worlds these are that we're blending, but...
Again, let me say, I have never had this before. This was recommended to us in the comments of the last video. So, this did not exist during my youth.
Our scientific advances.
Yes. Children today, they just don't even know. There's a lot of pepperoni, man.
Yeah, it's probably the same pep packet.
Oh my gosh. 7? No.
No, 6.
No,
7.
7.
Wow, 7.
7. It's an inside joke with Foster. He's Instagramming deep dish pizza right now.
I'm not Instagramming it. I'm sending it to people to be like, I'm trying these for the first time in my life at...
All right, I'm going for the first bite. Since I was the chef here. Here we go.
We doing our no reaction thing? Okay, okay. I don't know if I like it less.
I do. I like it less. I think
the crust is like a hamburger bun that got cut into a different shape.
it's smushed. Yeah. I think because it doesn't have the nostalgia for me, it doesn't taste the same, and I am in the giving it an actual fair rating category here.
Remember how I just complained about these having no flavor? That doesn't have no flavor, and I'm upset because the flavor it has is not one that I wanted.
100% accurate.
All I taste is the crust, actually. It's oddly enough, which is very strange.
I got a little more pepperoni on that one. I haven't given my rankings. What are your, you're down to a 2 for the cheese, a 3 for the pepperoni, and then what for this?
I think that's a 1. It's not inedible. I just easily would take one of the flat matzo cracker style. Goes over that.
So here's where the nostalgia comes in for me.
I guess that you're pawning this.
Yes, I'm pounding it off to you.
Yum. Cheers, everybody.
I don't know if this is, I mean, because I've already had it, right? So it's not really for science for me. So take my rating with a grain of salt. But I'm going to give the pepperonis now a 4. The cheese a 3. And this a 1. But that's shocking because I was team cheese always. And they sold me on the pepperoni today. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong beverage. Bless the 90s. You can't tell me that all those places that sell the alcoholic drinks in pouches, it's not because millennials grew up on Lunchables and we love these things. Those things didn't exist until we got old enough. They're like, let's put alcoholic drinks in pouches. People will love them. There you go. You survived.
I did.
You can no longer say you have not had a Lunchable pizza. Welcome to the club.
Yay. Thanks for introducing me to it, or inducting me, or whatever.
Thank you everyone who encouraged this. So here's what we're having for dinner tonight. Shrimp and baby bok choy with ramen noodle soup. So it is in progress. Nice rainy night meal. I just want to show this one in the pot because it's so pretty. Should be tasty. And there it is served up. We shall see. Okay, everyone, it is Monday. Back to work, and I'm going to do my planner for the day, or the week, really. And I believe this will be my next to last decorating in this planner. I have my new planner. It arrived last week. Drum roll, please. Here it is. So this is the new planner. Last time I had Star Wars one, but here's the funny thing. Look how much thicker it ends up after a year of planning and all of my stickers. So yeah, 2 more weeks in this planner, and then it's time to move over to the new. I had someone ask me before, like, why do you switch your planner in August of all times? And it's just because at some point they put out a new style of planner and I wanted that new style of planner, so I ordered immediately, and it put me in a weird cycle that's kind of like a school year. So August to August are my planners. So, or August through July is my planner. So that's my cycle. That's my planner cycle. And 2 more weeks and we'll be jumping over here.
Real love might be beautiful.
tonight we're having our final Chef on Me meal from last week's box, and it's spiced roasted pork tenderloin with garlic, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. Also, we're having quite the thunderstorm. Let's look at the radar, see what's happening out there. Oh yeah, looking pretty stormy out there. Poor Bean. It's been pretty much constant lightning and thunder here. Give you guys a little thunder and lightning ASMR while I'm cooking. Enjoy. Here we go, dinner is served. Yum. Fancy dinner tonight. Made veggie burgers and some potatoes, carrots, sweet potatoes on the side. Fancy dinner. This is before. Mike should be home any minute. It's just giving you a progress report on what the dogs have been doing. Waiting for him to return, because it's pretzel night. And I want to record Colby's reaction to pretzel night. All right. He's heard the garage. What is happening? Is Dad home? You better find a toy. You better find a toy. Okay, you got a toy. Garage door is going down.
Oh God.
Is it pretzel night?
So I have bad news.
There were no pretzels?
There were no pretzels.
No, Colby.
They had stuffed pretzels though, so he's
oh, Colby. Oh no, look at that tail.
also in bad news.
Look, wait, look at his tail though.
Oh my gosh.
Look at his tail. He's looking. He's like, that's not my pretzel. Excuse me, sir. Look at that tail. Well, let's see if this pretzel will do it for you. It's not your normal.
It's stuff with cream cheese, so I'm sure it's not worse.
Yeah, but it's not my favorite snack.
No. Imagine he spits it out. Like, what is this?
Look at his face. He's like, pretzel night. Yes.
Pretzel night.
Yes, this pretzel night.
Pretzel
Wait,
night.
that doesn't look like a normal pretzel.
It looks kind of like a normal pretzel.
What is this?
Say it. No.
No.
I think it's okay.
I'm not as excited as normal. I knew. I knew.
Lost a finger.
It did not smell like normal. I knew this was not regular pretzel night.
I don't know. He seems like he's okay with it.
I mean, yeah. He's not gonna complain. So gentle. Such a good boy.
No.
All right. Well, we'll try again next week for actual pretzel night.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room.
Oh, you're getting toasty. Overheating. Well, the time is dwindling. Oh, he's been living his best life. It's a dog who loves being toasty. Right? You sweet thing. What a sweet boy. Alright, I think he hit his limit. You're done? I think he hit his limit. Okay. Inside we go. To the cold tile. There it is. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. So hey guys, happy Wednesday. Took me a second to think about it, but it is Wednesday afternoon. I've had a busy morning, a lot of running around, 4 nights making announcements, ran to Sprouts to get a couple things that we needed, work stuff, grant stuff, and just spent a little time outside with Foster. He likes a little mid-afternoon roasting session, which you guys just saw. And now I'm back to work. So that was my little afternoon work break, roasting out there with him. But I will say, we've been getting rain pretty much every single day the past few weeks, and it hasn't felt as hot as early June did. Early June we were just roasting because it was going up to like the mid to high 90s and not raining. So it just felt like it never had a chance to cool off. The past month it's been a lot of clouds, a lot of humidity, and don't get me wrong, it is very hot out there, but it hasn't felt as bad as early June did if you're in the shade. Because I think it's only been getting up into the, let's see what it says. It's still the 90s. It's still the 90s. Today's high is 94. Sunday's high is 96. So it's still in the 90s. It just hasn't felt as bad because there's been some cloud cover. There's been rain every single day. It's humid as hell, but I don't know. There was oppressive heat in like late May, June, where even sitting on the porch was miserable. So I'm glad to be in the AC. And we'll see if we get more rain this afternoon, but it's been nearly daily thunder showers, much to Foster's dismay. Catch-22 for him. He loves being roasted toasty out in the grass. He does not like the thunder, but this battery's about to die, and we're going to trivia again tonight. So we've gotten second place the past 2 weeks. We'll see what we do tonight, but I'm gonna go get more work done. I will switch my battery out and I'll probably talk to you guys a little later. Well, we're back from trivia. It was a tough week this week, very tough. There's been a team that we've been kind of neck and neck, first and second with for the past few weeks. They were there this week, and before the final round, we were in second place, and I was shocked that we were in second place because we were not doing great. And they were in fourth place, which I was shocked by because they're usually, if we're not in first, they are. And so we were like, you know what, this has not been our round anyway. So we went big, we bet all of it, all 20 points on the final question. We got it wrong, as did everyone apparently. So even though everyone got it wrong, I was like, we wagered 20 points. There's no way we're gonna even place. And we got third place. So I'm shocked by that, did not expect it. But the team that was in first place won first place. So basically we were in second place and we swapped with third place. We swapped spots, but so they just wagered less than us, but shocked. I thought for sure we were out. So second place, third place, not so bad. Not bad. So now it's time for Big Brother and probably some more Lost. We are on season 2, like 4 episodes into season 2 now, so. That's the plan. Mike was out here roasting. And Foster saw him and was like, Mom, open the doggy door. I want to go roast with Dad. It's 1,000,000 degrees out here. Just the way I like it.
Maybe.
So hey guys, happy Thursday. I keep thinking today is Friday. I don't know why, but I have Friday on the brain. But we got our final Halloween Horror Nights house announcement today. So I'm prepping to eventually film a Halloween Horror Nights episode, which is why my hair is all done and everything already. Just kind of waiting on a break in work in order to be able to film. It's been a day, like I said, I keep thinking it's Friday. My brain is convinced the week is done, but it's not. I submitted 2 grants yesterday and I have a lot of deadlines for middle of week next week. Colby just like flipped his head to look at me like, woman, I'm napping here, can you not? But you just saw Bean is out napping with Mike because Mike was having a afternoon nap break. I don't know how he does that. I do not know how he like lays out there and naps in this heat, but he and Foster, kindred spirits. Meanwhile, the Malamute and I are like, we'll keep the AC, thanks. So that's what's happening. Gonna film my Halloween Horror Nights episode and then make us some dinner later. And then tonight is the first live Big Brother episode, so that's important. Big things happening then. Hopefully Matt goes home, because if you watch the live feeds, you know Matt is insufferable, so I want Matt gone. Foster's coming back in, so I think their nap time's over. I will catch you guys after I film the video. Recording is done. Oh, stretch. I always sit on my leg when I'm recording, so whenever I finish, my leg's asleep. But recording is done, so I'll edit that this evening, but now it's back to work. That was my little afternoon work break. And now back to finish these grants, because I'm gonna try to submit probably at least 2 tomorrow, so that next week I have like 3 or 4 I need to submit before Wednesday. So back to work. All right, well, I forgot to take the shrimp out of the freezer when it was time for dinner. I forgot, so we went and got Chipotle, so it's gonna be a Chipotle dinner night. Look at this little doggo curled up with his raccoon. It's so cute. You are also super cute. Yes, you are. But he's got a plushie. You're such a sweet boy. So hey guys, happy Friday. It is the end of the day Friday. I'm about to do my walking. So I finished my 3rd week of Stronger You 2 with Ben. I feel like, am I shaking the desk? What's happening here? I desperately need a new tripod. This thing is on its last legs. Last legs, it's a tripod. Puns. I finished my 3rd week of Stronger You 2, and this week I have walked every day except for Wednesday, because Wednesday we do trivia. So I've had a perfect week. Someone asked for a fit for the fog update, and I actually filmed one last week, and then I had way too much footage last week, so I cut it. So the short version is that I have stuck with my workouts this entire year. I have been working out pretty much 4 to 5 days a week the entire year, aside from when I was sick. I'm on like a 38-week streak on Peloton. I've worked out at least 1 workout on Peloton every week since November of last year. I am to the point now where I'm like already thinking ahead to Halloween Horror Nights season of like, I think I'm gonna eventually break my streak, and that will make me sad. I'm gonna try not to. I did kind of drop off on using the walking pad after I finished Last of Us 2. That was such a good motivator. But now that we're in crunch time, it's just over a month to opening weekend, I am back to doing my walking pad 4 days a week and trying to get my steps in and just get my stamina going for walking. So as far as the scale, which the scale is an evil being that I try not to pay attention to too much, not much has moved there. In fact, I have gained weight, although I haven't gained measurements. So I'm definitely gaining muscle, but I mean, I'm not the same weight I was at the end of Halloween Horror Nights. That I didn't think I was gonna be able to maintain that, because I was walking like 40 to 50 miles a week, doing Halloween Horror Nights, and I just cannot sustain that in normal life. So I try to walk about 3 miles a day or 2.5 miles a day at least on the walking pad, but that does not compare to 10 miles a day multiple days a week. So I could not maintain that loss, but I've maintained the measurements of when I lost during Fit for the Fog the first time. So I know my body composition is very different than it was when I was the same weight last year. I mean, I can just tell the way my clothes fit and everything that I'm in a definite different spot than I was at the same weight a year ago. And at this weight last year, I'd only been working out. I mean, this point last year, I'd only been working out for like a month. I think about a month straight, diving into Fit for the Fog. So now we're talking about a year and a month of consistent fitness and exercise and strength training. So I have way more muscle than I did then. And so I keep trying to tell myself, like, ignore the scale doesn't matter, the scale is dumb. But it's just one of those things. You want to see the scale number go down. I'm trying to train myself against that without having any sort of like weight loss number goals. It's really just how my clothes fit and my measurements. So I have been tracking my food through MyFitnessPal again this past month, and I've been in a calorie deficit and doing all these workouts, and the scale hasn't budged at all in 3 weeks. So that's always fun. But again, reminding myself I'm doing strength training, I am gaining muscle. So we'll see what my measurements turn out. Tomorrow is weigh-in day. I weigh in and I do my measurements on Saturday morning. So we'll see what turns out with that. But that's your Fit for the Fog update. Let me know what you guys are working on. I obviously still feel a whole lot better than I did a year ago, and I feel so much stronger, and I can tell how much better shape I'm in compared to a year ago. But I wouldn't mind being back to the weight I was when I finished Halloween Horror Nights, or back to the measurements I was at the end of Halloween Horror Nights last year. So it's bound to happen again, because I expect I'll be going multiple nights and following my same eating plan as I was then. So we'll see if I lose another 10 pounds during Halloween Horror Nights again this year, but I'll let you guys know progress as it happens. But there's your Fit for the Fog update. All right, well, for dinner tonight, we're having blackened shrimp tacos with peach salsa and Mexican street corn, which sounds really good.
Beans telling things are well. What facts belong, it's hard to say. Your pattern is so hard to tell. But we're together, that's our game. Round and round and round we go. The dance ain't over, I'm sure we're still the same. Love the ways you make us whole. Would you say if things ain't right? Look away, what's really going on? What's really going on? Would you tell me, can't you say what's really going on? What's really going on? Down the bottom in the hole, there's no sane ways, there's no explanations. I've got things I tend to moan. In these times, just please be patient. Be my shore, you be my home. Drag us out and build us up again. Put things right, let me go. No way of knowing if there's still time. Look away, what's really going on? What's really going on? Would you tell me, can't you say what's really?
And there you have it. These look amazing. All right, guys, well, it is Friday night, and it is the opening ceremonies of the Olympics. If you've been around my channel for a while, then you know I love the Olympics, especially the Summer Olympics. More the Summer Olympics than the winter. Let me turn this down a little bit. Of course, they started doing an interview, but love the Summer Olympics. Let's see, I've been vlogging. This is the 13th year I've been vlogging. So I would have vlogged the, well, 2012 I was kind of on a break from vlogging that summer, so I don't think I vlogged any of the 2012 Olympics, but this will be the third Olympics that's actually featured on my channel, because excluding winter, because obviously there's winter too. 2016, 2020, and now 2024. So very excited. I love gymnastics, swimming, diving, track the most. But this year there's breakdancing. Breakdancing is a new thing, so that's exciting. And I will watch almost anything. I really got invested in beach volleyball for a while. Obviously the team, the US team that kept competing has retired. So I might have to find a new beach volleyball team to root for, but there's so many different sports in the Summer Olympics. So let me know if you're following along with the Olympics. Let me know what sports you're watching, if you're watching. Unfortunately, since it's in Paris, a lot of the live events are happening at like 5 a.m. our time, and I do not wake up at 5 a.m. So I'm gonna have to watch the replays for most like the gymnastics stuff in the night, which I prefer to watch live because at nighttime, they edit it so heavily. And I'm hoping they're gonna be better this time, but last time, they were so bad about showing any rotation that wasn't just the United States. And yes, obviously I'm cheering for the US, but I like seeing all the competitors. I got really into the Australian swimming team back when Ian Thorpe was on the Australian swimming team. So, I mean, I want to see it all. I don't want to just see the US. So hopefully I'll get to watch some of the stuff live, so I can avoid the super edited version on NBC. But anyway, that's my long-winded thing to say. It's Friday night. I'm gonna be watching the rest of the opening ceremonies. They happened earlier today. A lot of people watched them live, but I decided to hold off so I could watch them tonight. So I'm watching the replay, and then it'll be bedtime. So that's gonna be the end of this weekly vlog, but I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.